Hello, fellow traders. 'Tis I, the rumpled one. Monday, February the 25th. The year's 2019. Let's talk trading. How to trade like a pro. This might be one of the most important lessons to learn, and that is trading is not like baking. Why would I say something like that? Well, if I sent you a cake recipe and you followed the instructions, chances are you would bake a cake and it would taste all right. Let's assume your oven's in working order, and if the temperature is supposed to be 400, when you set it to 400, inside the oven it's 400 degrees. There's no hot spots or cold spots in there. Let's assume all your ingredients are fresh. There's nothing wrong with your baking soda or baking powder. You follow the instructions. You preheat the oven. You mix the wet together. You mix the dry together. You add the dry to the wet. Mix it up. Grease the pan. Put it in the pan. Set your timer. And in, 30, 40 minutes, you've got a cake. You do it tomorrow, works, you got a cake. You do it the next day and the next, and every day you do it, you basically bake a cake. Turns out pretty much the way it did before, and you're happy and satisfied. Well, you see, trading doesn't work like that. It just does not work like that. Okay? So, for example, we've got the buy zone here. You put the trade on. You'd have taken it for a nice little profit. You put the trade on. Maybe if you stayed in, you'd take it for a bigger profit. But the point is, you've seen some days where you put the trade on and then it just comes right back and heads the other way. I mean, we could use the example, you take that, the daily, weekly open cross right here. Hey, it's red at the line. You go short. It didn't work out. Did it? No, it didn't. But maybe you do it the next time and it does work out. So you see, trading is not like baking at all. Okay? And that's really important to understand. And that's why we have money and risk management. Because trading is not like baking. You can follow your trading plan, and sometimes it's going to work out a profitable trade, and sometimes it's going to result in a loss. And the thing is, you don't know what's going to happen when you enter that trade. You have no idea if the outcome is going to be a win or a loss. You don't know. And part of the problem with traders, especially beginning traders, as I was saying, beginning traders have this unrealistic expectation that they followed the instructions, it should result in a win. If it results in a loss, then they're ready to chuck the system and find something else. I mean, I don't know. Maybe that's you, maybe it's not. But the point is, trading is not like baking. I mean, we've got these gap fills. Almost every week, these gaps fill. But right now, we've got, 6 that haven't. They might fill, they might not. But we know, overall, it's a high probability these gaps will fill. And right here, you see we're bumping up against that yearly high from day one. Well, actually, this is the yearly high. You can see daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, all green. We're pushing to make a new high. Right here, you see, there's day one. So you see, it broke out, and it broke out huge. Once again, a simple horizontal line trade. Right here, made a little. Right here, made a little bit more. Here, came back. Here, came back. Here, it took off like a rocket. You see, what's the recipe? H1, green at the line, go long. So let's just say you did it, I don't know, 3 times and then you quit. It doesn't work. And look what you missed out on. That's trading. It's not like baking. You know, it's funny. You wonder why some people spend so much time and effort to put negative comments out there on YouTube. But some guy said something about, my still demo trading. I've never really demo traded since I switched to the Forex market. I may have demo traded just to learn how the buttons work, but as far as putting on real trades, no, real money, real trades. Been doing it since, been trading Forex over a decade now. Real money, And then he's saying something about you still asking for donations. I mean, I've never asked for a donation. I've just, there's some indicators I write, I put out there. You can just go out and download them. Others, yeah, if you send a donation, you get the indicators. Why? Because of people like the guy that made the comment. At least I assume it's a guy. Because people like that, I don't want them to get all this great code for free. If that's their attitude. So it's people like that that caused me to start the donations. It wasn't even my idea. It was my good friend Airball. You guys remember him from back in the Kreslik days, and when I first opened the 2% Club. He said, why are you letting those guys have your code? No, they should buy you a steak dinner for your code. So that's where it came out. He said, yeah, $50, you can take a date out for a steak dinner. So that's what they should, at least buy you a steak dinner for all the code. And that's how that got started. It was that simple. I mean, if I wanted to run an indicator business, it would be set up so much differently. I would probably be, the dashboard alone, I could probably charge $4.99 for that. Easy. When you look at it, you come down here and you look at all the functions that this dashboard could do. You can use external indicators. You can use the internal indicators with MT4. It does so much, and I'm always upgrading it. But, that's way off topic. We're really talking about trading as a baking. But I just thought I needed to reply to that one comment that was out there because, people just might wonder, and I don't want them to get the wrong impression. So we're above first day of January and first day of February. Above that, see a 3-ball there. Look for a reversal, and you can see we broke out of the range once again of the opening day for each month, January, February. And if you guys were paying attention yesterday, you had that inside bar on the daily. I think when I made the video, price was somewhere around here. I think it was around 125.50 or so. But you see that breakout, 40 pips to the good right now. Once again, trading is not like baking. Oh, I put that trade on here and it reversed on me. Oh, this system sucks. See, I put that trade on. What did it do? It reversed. I stopped out. Somebody else comes along. Boom. They take profit. Somebody else comes along. Right? Boom. They take profit. Somebody else. Boom. They take profit. No, right there. So you see, yeah, maybe that was a loss. That could have been a loss. Maybe you hung in the trade and then you were rewarded. Once again, trading is not like baking. Okay? Look at that. It's making new highs as we speak. Once again, across the previous day's high, right through that wick zone. 84 pip range at the moment. Only 4 pairs over 100. There's your H1 highest open for the year. This is your daily highest open for the month right here. We've seen the buy zone. We saw what happened. Rat zone, you can see here, Larry live trade. Red rats should get ready. Let's see, we took out the pivot. Let's see, weekly R1, there's weekly R2, 126.58. But, here we go again. The pivots. We know that usually pivots get taken out, but what's happened here? We missed 2 in January, we missed 2 in February. Oh, so this system doesn't work. It missed 4 pivots this year. Yeah, but look how many it hit. So trading is not like baking. You cannot have the unrealistic expectation that every time you follow your trading recipe, the cake is going to turn out okay. The trade's going to turn out. No, it's not. Hey, 3-ball at the top. What are you going to do? Get ready to go red at the line, right? Go short at that line. Once again, out of the wick zone. Yeah. My lines, you see here, sometimes there's a little, sometimes there's a lot. Right here, sometimes there's a little, sometimes there's a lot. I never know. I just have to trade what's in front of me, right? Whoops. And you can see here what happened. Waffling, and then finally, boom. So, fellow traders, just remember, trading is not like baking because it's not what you trade. It's how you trade it. So go out there and drain the banks like a pro.